What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's your host Zulo back with another vid. Today we will be reviewing Mirador. Without further ado, let's jump right in. Mirador is a hack and slash adventure game in which you can play solo or in a duo squad, and you'll face challenging player-created boss fights. You play as a cute anthropomorphic animal from a late medieval world trapped in Mirador. The main goal is to take down as many sentinels, aka bosses, as you can and bring back the loot to build and improve your own sentinel. You start off in the Citadel, aka the main hub for the game. It is here where you'll be creating and practicing against your own sentinel to make it the best it can be before setting it loose to take on other players. I feel like the one point I need to stress about this game is that it plays like a roguelike game, which by definition means roguelike is a subgenre of a role-playing video game, characterized by a dungeon crawl through procedurally generated levels, turn-based gameplay, tile-based graphics, and permanent death of the player character, leaning heavy into the permanent death of the player as you will feel that a lot in your first hour or two of playing the game. I don't even know where he is. Bro, I don't even know where he is!
Finish him!
No! As this game isn't for the faint-hearted. You can expect to be learning timing for dodges, when openings are for attacks, when is a good time to heal, as well as more points that I can't think of. And on the complete other side of that, you will want to be honing your skills as a sentinel craftsman as you learn to use different circuits and abilities on your sentinel to make them as difficult for other people to beat as possible, which both go hand in hand as you will need to grind for better gear by defeating sentinels to in turn make your sentinel be the best they can be, while of course adding that extra bit of flair, cause fashion in games, am I right? Beyond that, there isn't too much going on with the game currently as they are still working on squashing some bugs from launch. But I do know that they are currently working on a roadmap and absolutely love any feedback they get, and have said if enough people want it, then they will add it, as seen in this clip from Shadow John, aka the head of communications and marketing for the studio behind Mirador.
If you guys would like player gear, let us know on the suggestions forums. A lot of people have been doing it, keep doing it, and it'll give us an idea that that's what everybody really wants, and we'll focus on that next. Maybe different weapons, but they don't actually change the stats. Or maybe just different types of weapons would work for characters too, like a bow or a different, instead of a shield, maybe you could, I don't know, turn invisible for 2 seconds or something like that. Or like blink instead of having a shield so you can dash and then you can blink. I don't know. We've got a bunch of ideas. We have to focus on sentinels for the launch. But if you guys want character progression and if it's an option for us to add it, if we can afford it, if we've got the manpower to do it, we're going to be looking into the things you guys suggest to us.
That being said, it is up to the community to help dictate the direction of future content along with the developers, as they have been vocal throughout the launch of the game and seem to frequent the Discord enough to stay in touch with what's going on with the community, which is always a great thing to see from developers these days. Other than that, some of my favorite bits about this game is the soundtrack for the game. It is very mellow, but also sparks a sense of curiosity when you first launch into the game, and the fights you don't have to worry about being drowned out by sound when you're focusing on gameplay. I also absolutely love the easy to learn and hard to master controls of learning when you can heavy attack versus when you should instead light attack followed by an evade. It almost gives you a kind of Dark Souls.
You need to shut the up.
Other than that, I truly enjoy the different approach to the game they have given us by letting us create our own overly frustrating boss battles customized to the nines with the most you think someone can handle, then setting them loose and seeing it loot other players for you. And of course, there is two sides to every coin, so I will say that the game can feel a bit bare bones at times, due to the fact of the completely bare naked areas you walk through to get to the next sentinel, which is probably something around 10 to 15 second walk per one. I feel like something needs to be added there, maybe a minigame, maybe some weaker mobs to fight, that, and there's no customization for my doggo or squawker. Like, I'll even take a bone as a weapon, even if it's just cosmetic. I want something to show other strangers I meet in game that I am in fact here to party. I of course have been having a great time playing Mirador so far and have banked over 20 plus hours since launch. So I feel like I've gotten my money's worth for a game priced at a mere 15 bucks. But it wouldn't be fair to say this without knowing other people don't feel the same way, which is why I can't stress enough that this game isn't meant to be easy, as that would take from most of the fun of this game. I say this only because that's just about everyone's complaining point. Anywho, hopefully everyone enjoyed this review of Mirador, and hopefully it helps some of you in your decision of getting the game. And as always, take it easy. Peace!